What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz here with another Mega Man X Dive weekly update video. So, this week coming up in global, we're going to get Vile-MKII in the global server. So let's take a look at the information we have available. Vile-MKII lands on Mega Man X Dive next week. Well, that's this week at this point because this was posted late last week. Coming up next week in the global version of Mega Man X Dive, Vile-MKII arrives to the NA and EU servers. The Gacha banners features a limited launcher Absolute Freeze based on Blizzard Wolfang from Mega Man X62. Players can also get up to 7 days of free pulls by participating in the following social media campaign, which I think we already hit the goal for that. I'm not sure, but if we get, whatever the set goal is for likes, retweets, and what have you, we'll get up to 7 free pulls. So that's going to be great. Vile-MKII's first active skill is Goliath, in the same vein of Tronbon and the Gustav. Vile-MKII can summon the right armor Goliath, which can take a certain amount of damage. It uses specific skills too. So, as stated here, it's just like Tron's summoning Gustav. Hop on right armor, do damage. You also do not take damage from your HP while that is active. Second skill is Flame Rail, which shoots a Flame Rail cannon from the knee to inflict damage. What's more, NA servers will get the Singularity Slasher Gacha capsule. This limited saber is based on Omega's first form, Mega Man 03. The banner will yield a guaranteed S-rank weapon on the first, third, and fifth 10 pull. So that is a limited weapon banner. As per usual, that's going to have the limited weapons on it. Your destructive laser, your assault equipment, your Berserker Greatsword, what have you. Now, I don't know if Absolute Freeze is going to be on that banner though, because no, never mind. Absolute Freeze isn't. It's a limited weapon, but it's not a part of the limited weapon banner, I think. I'm gonna have to double check on that because I'm not sure based on the wording on this. And lastly, LATAM gets second week of Street Fighter event, so that means Akuma comes to the game. So LATAM gets second week of Street Fighter event. They get access to Akuma, and I want to say the Berserker Greatsword as well, just like Global or NA and EU got. So that will be good for the people who opt to pull for that banner. And that's basically it for this week in the gold version of X Dive. Not much else to really say there for the moment. We will get an event with this as well, but I'm not sure if it's similar to the event that the Taiwan version of the game just got. Yeah, I don't know what event's coming with it, but we'll find out on Wednesday. So real quick over here on the X Dive Twitter page. Here is the campaign for liking and retweeting for chance at Vile, a week's worth of free polls at Vile-MKII, and it looks like we've got it already because we need 700 total likes and retweets, and we have over 1,000 likes and about 700 retweets, so we've already hit the goal there. So no need to worry about that. We will get access to those, and hopefully with those, some people get some nice pulls from these free pulls. I will still want Shooting Dragon Buster, but if I get the something else, the Absolute Freeze weapon, I mean, I guess that'd be okay too. And over in the Taiwan version, I couldn't find much information about what's happening this week, kind of as per usual, but Ciel is actually getting voice this week. So last week we got voices for Bass, this week we're getting voices for Ciel. So this one is actually Rie Tanaka, and they voiced Chi and Chobits. They've also voiced Ciel in the past, and I think I remember reading they did it was from Power Rangers, from SPD. I think it was the Catwoman, dubbed her voice. I don't remember. Her name is Cat something, Cat Manx, I believe. She's like a cat humanoid, but also like her name happens to be Cat because I don't know. Anyway, so see that some for characters of X Dive been distributed without voices because they lack a spoken language dialogue in the original games. In some cases, like Forte, Aris, and Ciel, intended recording sessions that have new voice lines, like about the COVID pandemic, and many were put on hold. I received voice lines in July. Wait, Iris didn't have voice lines initially? Oh, okay. Well, that I didn't know. 14-minute narration followed a week ago, and now it's finally time for Ciel to stop being mute because her original voice actress Rie Tanaka has come back to voice her. The last time Rie Tanaka was involved with the franchise during the promotion of the Zero is the X Legacy Collection, she released a new version of Rockman 04's ending vocal track. Ooh. I'm actually curious about that. I'm gonna go listen to that after this. Ciel's also implemented on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Valentine's Ciel and Christmas Ciel will follow suit on July 29th. Oh, okay. I thought they were all getting their voices now, similar to how the bases got all their voices at once. I guess that's interesting. I'm not sure why. I guess due to recording constraints. But yeah, that's really all I can find for the Taiwan version this week. I assume we will get a new character because the current event doesn't last 2 weeks. So I'll just have to like do a little unit preview of that. I guess after the update on Wednesday, or you know, we'll by the time this video is uploaded, the Taiwan version will be like, oh, by the way, here's our update for the week. Haha. But yeah, let's go take a look at Vile-MKII. All right, here we have Vile-MKII. I love Vile's laugh. It's so like devious. But as you can see here, Vile-MKII comes complete with his ride armor and his flame round. Let's take a look at the splash screen. Very, very nice. Oh, I can move this? I had no idea I could move this because I've never actually tried. Interesting. I'm gonna have way too much fun with that later. Anyway, look at the active skills. So first up, we have the Goliath. It's capable of taking up to 250% attack damage. When it's active, your new skill will automatically change to Punching, Light S, and Lunging Punch. Right armor will also deactivate once its endurance reaches 0 after a specific duration. So the duration is actually quite long on the right armor, but the cooldown is quite long as well. I think it's like, I want to say Tron is like 40 seconds or so, so I think Vile's is the same, around there for the cooldown. Maybe it's like 20 seconds. 40 seconds might be a lot. First up, we have Mobility, reduces preparation time for launching punch. Mobility reduces the preparation time for Light S by 30%. Light Shot, most likely. Light S. Lights cannot pass through barriers, landscapes, and add a tracking effect. Ooh, that's very, very nice. Next up, we have Flame Round. Shoot a Flame Round with a knee cannon to inflict 150% attack damage. With the Flame Round, when the Flame Round disappears, it will create a pillar of flame to damage all nearby enemies in its path. After penetrating targets, damage will be reduced by 50%. Power increase the damage rate of Flame Round by 90%. The Flame Round will no longer leave a pillar of fire when it disappears. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go like 90%. Like, wow, that's nuts. Harden, increase the penetration damage. Penetration of the pillar damage by 40%. That's whatever. An Incendiary Round, increase the range of the pillar dramatically by 250% and cause it to rebound when hitting barriers. Okay, it's quite nice. Look for active skills. Off brick, we have Launcher Adaptability, 20% less damage taken when equipping a launcher. It's not bad at all. We have Battle Machine, gain enhanced damage status when using Goliath Ride Armor, and increase damage by 3.5% stacks up to 6 times, which is, again, quite nice. We got Showtime. When using Lunge Punch, you will not suffer from negative status effects during the lunge, which is actually very, very good. Obviously, the things that ignore... actually, no, this is Showtime. Never mind. I was gonna say Preventative Shield. We have Launcher Master, increased damage by 20% when equipping a launcher. So he has an inherent 20% boost and damage mitigation when equipping a launcher, which is what you're gonna want to be using with Vile. So Cannon God looks a lot better. And Return of the Avenger. When HP is below 50%, increased damage dealt by 20%. The duration of the battle machine intense spam is extended by 20% and cannot be removed. So, can't be removed by means of, I forgot what it's called, Interference, I think is what it's called in this game. I was going to say Dispel. Interference dispels buffs, so things of that nature. Will not be able to remove it. And increase your damage dealt by 20% when your HP is below 30%. I'm not really too sold on these anymore, just because we've moved towards a point of, at least in a PvP setting, moved towards a point of one-tapping each other, right? So you're wanting to one-tap the opposition before you get one-tap. There are ways to not get one-tapped if you build very, very defensively, but I don't know if you can build that defensively with Vile in particular. Let's take a look at the DNA real quick. Enhanced launch adaptability increases effective launch adaptability by 20%, so you'll get a total of 24% damage reduction with Vile. That's not bad at all. Protective measures gain strengthened defense state when Goliath is activated and take 80% less damage. Oh, this effect will not be triggered when Goliath is deactivated by the user. Oh, okay. So that's actually very, very nice. Because you gain a strengthened defense state when Goliath is deactivated. So as long as you're not deactivating the Goliath yourself, you're going to take 80% less damage. So whether it times out or if the HP hits 0 on the Goliath, that's very, very nice, actually. That's a fat reduction. And then Rapid Repair, reduce the preparation time for Goliath by 20%. Oh, God. That could be huge. That's actually really, really good. Because that's like the biggest part of his kit, of Vile-MKII's kit, is having the Goliath active. So let's check the recombined DNA unique passives. Status protection. When attack and if shielded and will no longer suffer status effect and only be triggered after 8-second cooldown. Okay, that's not too bad. It's nice that it's actually a recombined DNA, so you can actually inherit it onto someone else. The downside is you have to be attacked in order to trigger this. So, like, if you get Step Sword by Proto Man, it's too late because you get... actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure it would be too late because when Step Sword connects is when you get hit with the debuff, but you already... like, you would want this beforehand. You can use a to your advantage, though, by taking damage from something else on the stage, such as a stage hazard, and you know, like one of the mob enemies, just kind of walk into them and then go engage. So that will be useful to do. It's not a bad passive though. It might see a little bit of use in PvE. Maybe during specific raid bosses. Or I don't know, because then specific stages. Again, you'd have to play it. You'd have to play it smart, just like in PvP. Because I know some stages have those. I don't remember what the enemy's called, but they shoot out the little orange, the yellow pellets that paralyze you. So you'd have to take damage before getting hit with one of those, so that you can just like damage boost through things. Alright, and take a look at Vile-MKII's card. Well, again, we're on my Taiwan account, because I don't think I mentioned that at the start like I usually do. But on my Taiwan account, I don't know if this is going to get added when Vile-MKII drops. But unleash full power when riding Goliath, damage increased by 30%. So a 30% increase while you're riding Goliath, that is huge. And then Launcher Amplification 2, as the generic passive, increased damage when equipping Launcher by 6%. So Vile, if you have a kitted out Vile, you'll be able to do fat damage. It won't be I don't think it'll be enough damage to, you know, make up for like one-tapping someone, but you still get a decent amount of damage. And Vile is typically very good versus raid bosses anyway. So at the very least, if he's not that great in PvP, you'll have a unit that's great for raid bosses. Or Jakob's bosses to some extent, depending on the stage, you know. But yeah, I think Vile's okay. I don't think he's anything to stand out, but he's definitely serviceable. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully we can get some information about the Taiwan update soon. And that's really all I can say about it. This is because of how late they update compared to when I record these to have them out at a regular time. But let me know what you think down below about the things that are happening global this week, and about Ciel getting a voice as well, alongside Base getting a voice. I don't know when those are coming to global though. It'd be nice if I did know, but for right now, I don't know. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Later.